audio. This podcast is called Obsessed. Joseph Scrimshaw and his guest get some secrets off their chest. You should listen. It's the best.
Hello and welcome to Obsessed with me, Joseph Scrimshaw. This is a very special holiday episode, sort of Christmas themed. I've got a very, very special guest. Sitting across from me is a magical elf person known as Santa Claus.
Joseph. Magical elf person.
Is that accurate, or?
I am magical.
You're magical.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's kind of...
I'm not an elf. I work with elves.
Okay.
But that's no big deal. I'm not insulted.
Do you mind my asking? That it seems like not a nice question to ask. What are you?
No,
but I guess that
fair.
is what I am asking.
I'm essentially a god or a demigod.
A demigod.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you've read, do you know Neil Gaiman?
Yes.
If you read American Gods?
Yes.
It's that kind of a thing.
Okay, so you are...
It's sort of a lesser... I was in American Gods.
Oh, okay, right. I haven't read it for a little while.
Well, he cut that chapter.
Oh, okay,
The
okay.
Santa
So
Claus
you didn't make it.
I didn't. Our lawyers shut it down because it was pretty raw.
Because you're not just an American god, are you? I mean, you...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm a worldwide deity.
Oh, worldwide
And for
deity. Okay.
both religious people and atheists,
Right.
godless people. I'm one of the better, more working demigods.
Yeah, I mean, certainly.
I'm busy.
Are there other gods at your level? Is the Easter Bunny
Easter Bunny's there. Do you know Tom Turkey?
No, I don't know Tom Turkey.
Not many people do. He was originally a Thanksgiving god.
Okay.
But Tom works. He works somewhat.
Yeah. Did
Canadian in Canada.
He works in Canada? What does he do? Does he bring
He's
the
not
turkeys?
a god anymore. He's just working in Canada.
Oh, he's just working.
He's
Okay.
got a
He's
job
just
up there.
a production assistant or something?
He actually is a production
Oh,
assistant.
wow, damn.
That's interesting.
Nailed
Wow.
it.
Maybe you're a god.
No,
That's amazing.
I'm just a podcaster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I try to be insightful.
you nailed that.
So do you prefer, is Santa Claus okay? Or do you want to, you go by other names?
Well,
in the
I'm known
past?
by many names.
Yes.
Kris Kringle.
Yeah.
Father Christmas.
Father Christmas,
Père
that's a good one.
Noël in France. Mm-hmm. You can. I think it's probably safe just to call me Santa.
Santa. How do you feel about Saint Nick? Is that a thing for you?
Saint Nick is fine.
Okay.
What makes you comfortable?
Santa seems
I
the
like
most
Santa.
colloquial.
That's
you
what
know.
they call me up there.
Okay.
So that's like if I roll out of bed in the morning, everyone's like, "Hey, it's Santa."
So the actual elves call you Santa.
They call me Santa.
Okay.
Well, they call me boss. I don't know what they call me behind my back. I'm sure it's not nice. Some of it.
Speaking of nice, I actually wanted to ask you, I think one of the most famous things about you, not only the whole delivering presents to everyone one night, but the nice and naughty list
Yes.
and the seeing all, being aware of all.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true that you are aware of all of us and break us down into two binary lists?
Well, yes. I mean
Okay.
that I have to operate this way.
Okay.
If I can't, I can't work in the gray.
Right.
You know what I mean? What am I going to bring someone who's sort of naughty or sort of nice?
Right, 'cause
you know what I mean?
we'd all
it's
be
like
on that
the
list.
electoral college. It's all or nothing. And so that's what I have to do. Although
Okay.
I acknowledge that no one is totally good and totally bad.
So do you have like a running pro-con list for all of us? Like, am I sometimes doing pretty good on the nice list and then I do too many naughty things and then I'm
Well,
just fucked?
Some of that is proprietary.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wouldn't feel comfortable. It's not me. Off the air, I'd love to tell you
Okay.
about it. But
So
legally speaking, Santa incorporated the corporation
right.
behind Christmas that I work with,
Right.
their lawyers would be.
The same people who took you out of American Gods
Yes.
have rules about me
Oh, yes.
broadcasting whether or not.
It's a burden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable. Understandable.
But yes, know that we've got a pretty great system for figuring this out.
Okay. And you do see all. You personally.
Spoiler alert, you're doing great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll try not to mess it up on this podcast.
But the gentleman next door here, is it Mark?
I think so.
Mark next
my
door.
neighbor?
Yeah, Mark your neighbor. That's trouble. Watch your back with him.
Really? Is there something I should actually
I
worry
can't
about?
tell you. All I'm saying is keep your head on a swivel
Okay. So
when it comes to Mark.
you've given me the gift of a little bit of paranoia about Mark, my neighbor.
I probably said too much.
No, it's good. It's good. I will keep my
He'll
ear
be
to the
getting
wall.
coal for sure, but he ought to be getting a life sentence.
That is very good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a million questions that I could ask you about being the god that is Santa Claus, but I want to
It's my
get
busy
it.
season.
It is your busy season, so I'll keep this moving.
All right.
I want to get to your actual obsession. You were nice enough to respond to my email when I asked you to do the podcast.
That's the best way to get me.
Email?
Snap me.
Oh, on Snapchat?
I love it.
Do you like the private snaps?
I love a private snap. I have a great story that I've got going on there.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. I love Snapchat.
Is it hard to snap and still keep your secrets, or do you feel like you have enough to show that you can share?
I don't find it difficult. I mean, you don't want everyone. It's a brand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Social media, Joseph. You've got
exactly.
a Twitter presence.
I do.
Significant Twitter presence. You understand. It's branding.
Right,
So
right. So you
just
want to
careful.
communicate your personal
Yeah.
brand.
That's right.
Right. You want to
And
get out a snap
it's
where you're
fun.
ho, ho,
It's a fun
hoing.
way for me to lighten up because it's a tense time.
Right.
All year long. I'm very, very busy. It's fun. I like sending snaps to my friends.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I don't want to take up too much of your time. So
No problem.
I'll get right into your obsession.
Let's dive in.
Your obsession that you answered my email. Thank you very much.
Right.
Is that you are obsessed among many things, but the most exciting to me was CrossFit.
Love it.
So tell me how you. Well,
Changed
first,
my life.
can you tell people who don't know what CrossFit is what it is?
CrossFit is branded. It's actually a trademarked
Oh, okay.
fitness philosophy.
So it's not just a general thing. No one can just go CrossFit. You do official CrossFit.
You think crossing Christmas Inc. is bad? Cross CrossFit.
Okay.
Step across their line and
Okay.
see what happens. I hope you like the inside of a courtroom. I hope you like that because that's where you'll be. No. It's absolutely a brand and a philosophy. And CrossFit is essentially interval training. It's
Okay.
physical training. You work very hard in intervals, timed intervals, on all aspects of your athletic self.
Okay, so you do lots of different kinds of exercises.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you ever seen, I'll give you a heads up for those that don't know it. The end of, I believe it's Rocky IV.
The
with
one
Ivan
where
Drago.
Yes, that is Rocky IV.
Remember when Rock at the end he's like in Russia and he's like lifting logs and he's
Yeah.
he's very primal? That's CrossFit.
Did they get the idea from Rocky IV, do you know?
I don't know. Maybe. I get a lot of ideas from there, so maybe they did.
Okay.
It's a great film. It's
Okay.
probably my favorite movie.
Rocky IV?
Yeah.
Really?
I love it.
Really? Is it because of the overcoming of a challenge that you relate to that?
Yeah, I absolutely. All the Rocky movies take you on a journey to victory.
Right.
Which I love.
Which is what that's
But
all
I
you...
love anything where an Italian fights a Russian. And it could be any. And I actually have a long collection of films.
It's a subgenre.
Some lesser known where Italians fight Russians.
Okay.
Some of them are just home films, home movies that I've had sent to me through a Dutch proxy.
Okay. Well, so that helps me understand CrossFit. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about how you first got hooked on CrossFit? How did it enter into Santa's life?
Look, I'm known, I think it's fair to say, as my brand is jolly.
Yes.
And that's not just my attitude. I have a belly like a bowl full of jelly.
Right.
That's what I hate that, by the way.
The-
I hate that poem.
The bowl full of jelly
I
poem?
hate that poem. The night
Yeah.
before Christmas, absolutely. Does not talk about how Christmas is.
Yeah, a bowl full of jelly is a little
That's
derogatory.
outrageous. It's
Yeah.
horrible. And people say it with a real smile in their voice when I hear that poem. And it's not easy being chubby.
No.
It's not. And so I've always struggled with my weight. I
Okay.
live primarily on sugar cookies and on candy.
Okay.
So I've had blood sugar issues. I was pre-diabetic. Now, this is going back some years ago, about 10 years ago.
And your magic does not help with the standard health issues that
It
one would...
is tough. Once you get into that diabetic range,
Okay.
God help you. Whatever gods help you. Or if you don't have a God, I guess science. But anyway, I was struggling with my sugars.
Okay.
And
so this is more about health than anything.
I guess it's Christmas, like I say, maybe it's Christmas 2000. So,
Okay.
or in the early 2000s. I don't remember the year. But I do remember this. I landed on the roof of a house.
Right.
Standard procedure. I say goodbye to the reindeers. I gather the toys. I check at this time it was an iPad, one of the early iPads.
So you had your nice and naughty list on the iPad?
Yes.
Okay. Well, damn.
I love Apple products. And that's another obsessed. I'm a Mac nut. But
I'm learning so much.
yes. But oh dear. I just got the giggles. But I think you know where this is going. I traditionally enter through a chimney.
Right.
So I get into the chimney. Normally I can kind of skitter down through the chimney.
Part of your brand that you shimmy down the chimney, right?
You shimmy, and I was stuck.
You got fully stuck.
Fully stuck.
Like this has happened to criminals pretending to be Santa Claus.
Absolutely.
This is like a standard kind of like home
That's
invasion
how I
thing.
felt. I felt like I was guilty of fat crimes.
Oh, well, okay. I certainly don't want you to shame
No,
yourself.
well, I was shaming myself at the time. That's where I was. I'm like, I've got to make a change.
Okay.
I've got to make a change. And so I tried a number of fitness techniques. I got that Billy Blank's Tybo tape, had an old Tybo tape. They were stacked up. At some point, people really wanted Tybo, and then we just had a bunch of these VHS tapes hanging around in the warehouse.
Oh, okay. So you procured a bunch as presents.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, screw this, I don't want a Tybo anymore.
These things are trendy. I've got this Billy Blank's tape. I tried that. I tried P90X. I tried a number of different things.
And how did Mrs. Claus feel about your new mission to change up your health?
She was very encouraged. She's one of the most encouraging women you'll ever want to meet. But we're codependent when it comes to food.
Okay.
We're both of a size. And so I think she was worried that if I trimmed down or I got my muscles more trim and toned, that I wouldn't love her anymore.
Oh, that's horrible.
That was something we discovered down the road. But now she's a CrossFitter too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, is it true that she likes to feed you foods that are not conducive to health, like overeating sugary
that was part
snacks?
of our issues. It wasn't
Okay.
just her. We'd both just be laying there in bed watching House of Cards or something. And we'd have between us, fresh gingerbread cookies.
Right.
A full strudel.
A full
A
strudel.
full strudel. We will eat a full strudel in bed. The two of us, like Lady and the Tramp. We'll just eat
Like
to
you'll
the
meet
middle.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then we little peck.
Just a little peck? Okay.
And then off to bed. So that's
It's a nightly ritual.
That was
a strudel kiss
that was
every
made
night.
us come, not every night. But
Okay.
probably 3 nights a week.
Okay.
I'd say at least 3 nights a week.
Okay.
We devoured an entire strudel in bed together. And so that was a part of our very long marriage. So obviously when I made this one on a fitness journey,
Yeah.
I began my fitness journey. I had to break those routines, and it was a struggle in our marriage for sure.
Okay.
There was a time where she left.
Oh, really? Where did she go? I mean,
Ojai here in California. She loves that spa there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that must have been a big change for her from the North Pole.
Yeah, well, I think it was good for her because she was by the spa pool and she had ordered a third lunch, and some people snickered at her, and she felt that shame, and she realized maybe she needed to change too.
Okay.
And when she came back, she said, I'd like to try, and I brought her into the box. That's what we call the gym.
Do you have an actual gym at the North Pole?
Yeah, well, yes. At first, all I did for CrossFit, is CrossFit gyms are very basic, bare bones affairs.
Right, so you feel kind of primal
they don't
and
look
savage.
like a fancy chrome gym with all those things. It's just a box.
Right, no
with
iPads in there.
No iPads. The only thing you bring in there is the will to be athletic.
Okay.
The will to for fitness.
Okay.
And your own human will to survive.
Do you have extra God will, or are you at the same level as humans?
No, that's an excellent point. I had to adjust CrossFit for my powers.
Oh, so you have like God level CrossFit that you're doing.
Yeah, this is God level. You really mind the way I'm doing CrossFit? Not CrossFit trademark, just so you know. Is I sort of developed my own thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and that's not just me at the gym now. So it's the wife, it's myself. I do see the Easter Bunny there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving Tom ever come? Is it Tony?
No, he works weird hours in the entertainment industry.
Okay,
so,
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Again, he needs it because the craft services.
Okay.
He's really fattening up, and that's not good for a turkey. That's dangerous.
Okay.
Even a magical turkey.
See, you're working at a God level CrossFit, but
That's
I imagine that it's
but
still...
it's ultimately the same thing.
Right. So
The weights are enchanted, to be a little heavier, to fight against you.
Okay.
They're alive.
they're alive. They're
alive.
sentient.
They have faces on them.
Like cartoon faces? Like
Just like
Rankin Bass animation?
Rankin Bass.
Is that a sore subject?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. We'll move on.
Let's just say-
when you tell me you've got a sentient weight,
Yes.
sorry.
I don't want to go there.
I apologize.
We've settled that
Okay.
with their estates.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough. I understand.
I assume they're dead.
So yeah, I'll edit this part out. So So tell me about your routine then, because you're doing the normal kind of CrossFit routine, just amped up with sentient weights.
I like to come in to my box, which is built in an old reindeer stable that we don't use anymore.
Okay.
I've got my racks in there. I've got my weights. I've got my medicine balls. I've got my kettlebells.
Okay.
I've got barbell racks in there.
What do you do with your medicine balls?
Well, we do slam balls.
Okay.
You know what a slam ball is?
No.
It's a CrossFit thing. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
I think it's okay.
But it's taking a medicine ball above your head.
Yeah.
And you just jam it down as hard as you can to the ground.
You just
while
literally...
doing a squat. So you have one movement, and then the medicine ball bounces a little bit, and then you kind of catch it on the bounce, and then you clean it up above your head.
Okay.
And then you repeat that.
Nice.
Several times.
What is being vocal and verbal and primal a part of this? So, like, when you're slamming the bar, are you grunting?
I'm grunting.
I'm
ho-ho-hoing.
Oh, can I? Would you mind?
It'll be like, oh, Christmas!
Okay.
I'll yell Christmas.
You'll yell Christmas. Is that your standard go-to
It's like
thing?
the way the Ray Winstone's Beowulf yelled his own name going into battle. Love that movie.
Okay.
And I knew Beowulf.
Oh, you did know Beowulf?
Oh, yeah. Great guy and really fit.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Did Beowulf ever
He had the
see...
hand strength of 10 men. He swam the entire English Channel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did he ever see the Rocky movies? Was he inspired by them?
I don't know. I don't even know what he's doing. We fell out of touch.
Okay.
We were both on AOL. And then, I don't know, I just lost his email.
Maybe he just became a bit of a Luddite. He didn't embrace more modern technology.
He's a fairly ancient sort of
True.
lunkhead anyway. This is not a guy who he's not a Mac fan, that's for sure.
Okay.
No.
So you're in there, you're lifting weights, you're slamming balls. Are you doing some of the stereotypical things that people associate with CrossFit? Like, are you flipping and hammering large tires?
Yes. What we do is flip a sleigh.
You flip a sleigh?
Yeah, we'll flip a sleigh, and we'll do that. And instead of ropes, we've got giant candy ropes. They're just huge peppermint ropes.
So you keep...
we do for battle ropes.
You keep Christmas in your heart all year long, obviously.
Live and breathe it, man.
Yeah, and it's a part of your... How does making Christmas a part of the exercise help you? Does it make you say, I'm doing this for the good of the whole world, that I can share my magic and
I think
healthy?
Christmas is so much about the giving. It's a giving spirit.
Right.
It's about the renewal. You know, we're in the dead of winter, and it points us towards spring.
Right. It's a light in the darkness.
That's right. And that's what CrossFit is to me. CrossFit is my fitness Christmas. And it's given me unbelievable stamina.
Okay.
Unbelievable upper body strength. You should see my pull-ups. The strict pull-ups. I'm probably one of the top pull-up people in the world.
Wow.
I don't know. I haven't tested myself.
Would you ever do the CrossFit...
games?
There's the CrossFit games that you can compete in. Now, I imagine that you would want to maybe disguise yourself so people aren't intimidated.
I would take the form of another being.
Okay.
In order to compete.
Of a lesser creature.
Of a human.
Okay.
Sorry, that's not an insult.
No. Would you change your physical appearance? Because even if you became human, you'd still look like Santa, right?
I would probably lose the beard.
Okay. So
because it's such a trademark.
It really is.
It really is.
Probably literally.
It is. It's actually legally. This cut that I've got right here.
Yeah.
Try to get that done, and then I'll see you in court.
Okay.
I would absolutely love to see you try that.
I won't.
But you don't look like a man who grows a beard quickly.
No, it would take me many years. But
How about 1,000 years to get it just
really?
right? How about
Really?
that? How about 1,000?
1,000 years to
human
grow your
years
beard.
to get this beard the way I like it.
Those kinds of experiences, having to wait 1,000 years to grow just the right beard, does that give you more patience when you're doing CrossFit, or does it make you impatient?
No, I still want to crush my numbers.
Okay.
I'm so competitive.
Okay, so getting back then to the competition, you'd go mortal, you'd shave the distinctive 1,000-year beard, and do you think, even being mortal, do you think you could crush the competition? Would you want to crush the competition?
You know, what I'd have to do is temporarily enchant myself into human form and
Right.
into human strength level. If I competed at a godlike level, though, that's not competition.
Yeah.
I'd
That's just showing
want to
off.
match myself with the best of the human race.
Okay.
So another option would be to possess someone, which I can do.
You can
And I have
possess
done
people?
over 1,000 times.
Really?
Absolutely.
Do you possess people? Why do you possess people?
There are all kinds of reasons. Tax reasons.
Like
There's,
a literal human tax shelter? Like you can
Yeah,
avoid
it's complicated. Is this
Okay.
a tax show?
No,
Okay,
I'm sorry.
just saying. I know you're interested.
I know
but
I'm
it's
interested,
complex.
but yeah, all right.
But tax reasons, I would do it for fun, as a joke, for
Okay.
a practical joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just you take over somebody and then they
I
wake
might
up.
have to do it also to stop a crime. I've done that a couple times.
Okay, good. So you do it for good reasons and for noble and reasons and fun reasons and tax reasons.
But I've also done it where I just wanted to see what someone looked like without their clothes on.
Okay, I
And that
can't.
I'm not proud of.
Okay.
And my wife and I have gone to therapy about that.
Okay.
And we're past that. And
Okay.
I'm not proud of it, but I own it.
So you are either disguised or have possessed another human being.
Yes.
You're competing. When you're competing, is that a break from you in the spirit of Christmas? Like so much of your life is about giving. Is it
Right.
that you want to take victory so you know what it's like to take something?
It's a little bit of a vacation from the goody-goody guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to win. I want to
Okay.
grind you right
Right.
into dust.
Okay.
I want my competition. I want to hear the lamenting of their women. I want to drive them before me, like Conan.
Okay. So
That's
you
what I
want to
want.
Conan the humans.
I want to Conan them.
How much of the spirit of CrossFit is that? How much is CrossFit
You know,
about crushing
yeah.
your competition
Right.
versus making you your best you?
This is a fair question, and this is a big criticism that CrossFit gets, is that it's too competitive. And
Okay.
people get injured during CrossFit or interval training, and that because of they go beyond their abilities
Right.
or their limits. And I won't lie, it's a competitive environment.
Yeah.
And if you're in my box and you've come there to move some weights around, some heavy weights around,
Slam some
you
balls.
better come to play.
Okay.
And you better come to win.
So there's an attitude of competition within your box.
At least
when
in our box, there
Easter
is.
Bunny and Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus, some of the elves.
Okay.
The elves are looking great.
Oh yeah.
By the way.
And I mean that's kind of a side benefit that if they're in better shape, they can produce better.
They
right? Work harder.
And
they're
harder,
better
and longer.
spirits. Yeah.
Better spirits, because the labor actions we've had with these elves over the last, especially 500 years, have really been devastating. It could have killed Christmas on a number of occasions.
Okay.
They've organized, they're
Okay.
unionized,
Good.
and we're fine with that now. I think we have a boilerplate contract that I think everybody feels validates the work.
Okay. So there's no tension when you're all in the box together.
No,
you
not
guys
anymore.
are all on the same
not
page.
anymore. But there was.
Okay.
There was. And I feel that you can see the brightness in their eyes.
Okay.
Like that's what it does for you. Is you jump out of bed in the morning, ready to go.
I'm gonna flip a sled. And
Absolutely.
You're just ready.
Flip a sled.
Flip a sled.
Pull a huge candy cane rope.
Is Mrs. Claus a god as well? Is she at your same level?
Yes, she's a demigod. She's
Okay.
actually a form. I created her out of my beard.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. She's made of the snowflakes that were caught in my magical beard, and I needed a helpmate, and I created her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you really
She's a projection of my power.
Cool.
It's kind of weird.
yeah. I mean, it's a little.
It's like I
it's a
married myself.
little Greek Roman myth.
It feels
is-
like that sometimes. I'll
that
tell
you-
you something.
Good. That helps me understand
Does
your
that shock
relationship.
you? It seems like it shocks you a little bit.
I think I
It's
don't.
not
mean-
the received knowledge you had about
I-
the nature of Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
I do not mean to judge. I try not to ever
No,
judge
I
on this podcast. So,
you seem stunned.
I'm just exploring. I admit I think of you as a little bit of a somewhat corporate figure because you do have a connection to the consumerism side of Christmas, certainly.
That's
so I'm just
true.
surprised about the sort of the Greek Roman myth,
Well,
like the true
look,
god.
when I started Christmas, when I started it was like 5 pagan villages, maybe 20, 30 kids.
Okay.
tops, okay.
Yeah.
And I had
world
a
blew up
completely
on
different
you.
form.
Okay.
I was in the form of a demon. I had long fingers.
Oh, really?
Long, like claw-like fingers. Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. But Christmas blew up.
Okay.
I mean, it caught on quick, and then soon I'm changing to meet the needs of my audience.
Were
my
you
clientele.
always jolly? Or did that
No.
come recently?
No, originally I was an angel of vengeance.
Oh, really? Okay.
And many, yeah. I brought you gifts for those that were worshipful.
Okay.
And had been ardent throughout the year, and I brought a heavy hand of brutal, bloody vengeance to those who had gone astray.
Okay. Well, I feel like you've come a long way.
I'm glad I don't do that anymore. What a bummer.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was asking cute little questions about your nice and naughty list, and it's nice to know that that you're not
the naughty
smiting.
list, the naughty list used to be a real bummer.
Used to be like
It wasn't just coal, I'll tell you that much.
Are you willing to talk about did you have to actually take people out, or did you do some sort of damage to their soul?
I would tear them asunder.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it could be anything. Their punishment fit their crime.
Okay.
But I've done everything from just tear someone limb from limb.
Oh, okay.
To fill their mind with permanent nightmares and tortures.
Okay.
Which drove them insane, so that they took their own life. So it's a range.
Okay. Let's get back to CrossFit.
Sure.
Just for a second.
Absolutely.
We were talking about injuries. Have you ever injured yourself? Was Christmas ever put in risk because Santa had pulled a groin muscle or something?
Someone's been reading internet rumors. Yes.
I tried to research.
Okay, yes. There's some truth to that.
Okay.
I received a pretty bad tear in my scapula.
Okay.
I was doing scapula pulls, and I was going for a record. I was going for time.
Okay.
And
what is a scapula pull?
it's where you hang from a bar like you're gonna do a pull-up.
Okay.
But you're just working the scapula.
Oh, okay. That
You're just
seems
hollowing out. You're not moving the hips at all.
designed to rip a muscle. That seems designed to rip a muscle.
If it's not done correctly, it's a pretty good way to tear a muscle in half.
Okay.
And so mine tore apart. This, of course, is, this is, as I am just a projection of power and energy, which is the power and energy of all human beings and all life on Earth.
Okay.
I am just a projection of that. When my physical self is torn or injured, there's quite a release of energy.
Okay.
And a smell.
There's a smell, and there's a release of it, like...
Think about the smell is like similar to if you've eaten a lot of collard greens.
Okay.
It's a bad, stinky, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, overcooked kind of a smell.
Okay. And how does the release of energy affect the world? Does, like, everybody in the world get a little bummed out in the moment you injure yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Sadness spreads for
Okay.
1,000 miles in all directions.
Right. So the next time I feel sad, it could be because you hurt yourself doing CrossFit.
If you were within 1,000 miles of my CrossFit gym.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably were having a blue day.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But
But it also meant that this was just before the holiday.
Okay, yeah, so what
As
happened?
you know, I work, that night is a real tricky night.
It's everything, right?
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's my whole year. And I didn't think I was going to be able to make it,
Okay.
but thanks to some pretty good physical therapy and some sports tape, I was able to do my job.
You taped your scapula muscle, just kind of like, you can't really tape it back together, so you like taped it down.
Yeah, well,
you just powered through.
It just you tape it so it lifts off some of the fascia off of
Okay.
the muscle, and it just gives you a little support. But that was close, and I thought to myself, "Come on, Santa, let's get it together here." But so I did try to sort of dial it back in my routine a little bit, give myself more rest, more self-care.
Okay, good.
Is really important.
Good.
And yeah.
So, you're obviously very well known for endorsing Coke. Mm-hmm. You have appeared on their cans for decades. Mm-hmm. Would you ever endorse CrossFit?
I would be honored to endorse CrossFit. It would have to be a process.
Right, because you are not only an ancient god, you are
and
very
I've got a rate.
litigious. You're caught up on
Unbelievably litigious.
Yeah.
And we'd have to work out a piece of me getting a piece of the action. I don't want to get into the details,
Right.
But they'd have to be willing to do that. But yes, if they approach me, I'd be proud to do it. Although I am developing a training program of my own.
Oh, like building off of CrossFit, inspired by it?
Inspired by CrossFit.
Okay,
Inspired by CrossFit. It's
so what is it
not
like?
Infringing on their exercise philosophy or techniques.
Okay.
But it's grown from CrossFit, and it is Christmas based. It is, I think, pretty exciting. And if you're an ancient god or goddess, demigod, spirit, sprite, supernatural being, this really caters to your special needs.
Okay.
And really works to your powers and your, so it really is ideal for that. But I think anyone could enjoy it.
Okay.
And if you've got 15 minutes a day, I can get you healthy.
So I've been having a hard time exercising, and I feel like if I was doing an exercise routine that was put together by Santa Claus, jolly, lovable, kind Santa Claus, who is also a powerful, competitive god, I feel like that would be the right mix to inspire me.
Okay.
If you ever put together like a video,
Yes.
DVD, Blu-ray, Netflix, whatever,
Right.
the sort of 15 minutes where we do it a day with Santa Claus.
That's right.
Could you describe what that would be like?
Well, I think we would shoot it there in the box.
Okay.
I love that rustic feel.
Right.
And you would see me in my workout gear.
What is your workout gear?
Well, I love an Under Armour shirt.
Okay.
I'm a big man, as you can see.
Yeah.
So it's stretched fairly tightly.
Yeah.
Over it.
You're very muscular right now.
Thank you. I'm stronger than I look.
Okay.
And you'd see that. You'd see some elves there.
Okay.
And also, why not some fitness models? Because little eye candy never hurt anybody.
Okay.
Am I
Men
right or
and
wrong
women.
there? Men and women.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So lots of aesthetically pleasing human beings.
beautiful people, elves,
Aesthetically pleasing elves.
and me.
And you.
And what you would get is a cardiovascular intro, okay? A sort of warm-up to get your heart really pumping. And then we would move directly into the satchel throw.
Okay, so it's
Now,
Christmas
this
themed.
this is a massive bag of presents.
Okay.
And you hold it over your shoulder, and you've got to do lunges all the way across the box and back.
Okay.
And when you get to the end, we add 10 more presents into it. And when you get to the end, we add 10 more, so the weight goes up.
So do you get to keep the presents? Is it just about pain, or is it about
They're
the
not
gain
actual
of presents?
They're exercise presents.
Oh, exercise presents.
They're just...
Okay, I thought you meant like if I did a good job lunging, I would get 10 more presents.
Well, the present you're going to get is fitness
Oh, okay.
and a peace of mind. How about that? Is that not good enough for you? Because that's pretty good.
It's very good.
How about strength?
Strength
How
is
about
good.
body confidence?
Body confidence is great.
How about those things?
Those
Put a
are-
ribbon on that. That's
Yeah.
a gift that keeps on giving.
Thank you, Santa Claus.
All right.
Hey guys, it's Sarah Meyer, co-producer of the show that you were listening to at this very moment, and I'm out on the street looking for people to stop so I can ask them about Santa and CrossFit for some reason. I haven't heard the interview this week, so I don't know what that's about. Maybe I'll ask them about cheesecake and the Muppets too, because that makes sense. Okay, bye. If you could give Santa Claus a present, what would you give him?
Eggnog, a whole bunch of cookies, that's it. Regular stuff.
Ooh, red noses for all his reindeer.
So Rudolph's not special anymore. Give them all red noses.
I think everyone's equal.
A new sled. Needs to go a little faster. He needs to make sure that his sled's up to date.
Can you name his reindeer?
Okay, so you got Rudolph. Oh man, I forgot the song. Vixen. That's all I know. She and Rudolph are like the favorites.
Do you think maybe they had a thing?
I think Rudolph's a little too young. I mean, she could have, but that's kind of creepy.
Have you heard of CrossFit?
No.
No.
Yes.
Did you do it?
No, I've never done it, but I've heard of it, and I've seen like the places.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've seen people do it a few times, yeah.
I have, yeah. They're all over the place.
Would you try it?
Yeah, but I've done Insanity before.
What's that?
It's like P90X, but like the harder version. And then there's Insanity Max 30, which is like, they say it's like the hardest workout put on DVD.
What happens to you after you do that? How do you stay alive?
Well, the first time I passed out. I like full on passed out, like 10 minutes into it. But you get used to it, and then you're like super in shape.
Do you think flipping a table over is a good exercise?
Never heard of that exercise, but I'll try it.
That's just weird.
Would you flip a table for exercise?
Yes, that seems fun. I'll just go to a restaurant and start flipping all the tables. It'll be so fun.
Right now, Santa Claus endorses Coke. Do you think he should drop Coke and start endorsing CrossFit?
I mean, he is looking a little big, so CrossFit might be a new option for him. I mean, he's looked big for a while. He might need to look out for his health.
Maybe. Yeah, he does eat a lot of cookies. He can lose a few pounds, get in shape.
Would Santa be Santa, though, if he was skinny?
Well, Californian Santa, like with like the board shorts and like the Hawaiian shirt, sure.
We're going to move on to our How Obsessed Are You questions.
Okay, great.
Santa Claus, do you think about CrossFit every day?
Every day. Every day, even when I'm just sitting in my office, tooling around, looking at videos and, wasting time.
Okay.
I think I'm wasting time right now. I'm watching this adorable cat climb a Christmas tree. Uh-oh, that thing's going to tip over. Why don't I go out there to the box and do some burpees?
Right.
That's how much I think about it. I now use every spare minute I can to get stronger, bigger, and to crush more exercise.
Okay. So you're always thinking about crushing
Constantly.
exercise.
Constantly. And I eat differently.
Okay, what do you eat now?
No carbs.
No carbs.
No cookies.
No cookies?
Mm-mm.
What
Just
is
meat.
Okay, meat. Do you
Meat and
still
kale.
share it with Mrs. Claus and she's doing it as well? Do you guys do like a little kale kiss at night?
Yeah, we don't do a kale kiss. What we'll take is a reindeer steak.
Oh.
That's been grilled to perfection.
You eat the
Absolutely.
okay.
They're just animals.
Okay.
Do you think these reindeer have personalities?
That's what
That's
some of the
kind of the
media
received
has
knowledge, isn't it?
It is. That's
How
what
about
the
this?
media.
They're just deer.
They're just deer. Okay.
Yeah. And what makes them fly? Do you think it's the deer that makes them fly?
I am your magic.
Probably my magic.
Probably your magic. Okay.
All right.
Great.
Wake up, people.
Okay.
So when these reindeers get old, we slaughter them.
Okay.
We slaughter them for their meat. That's how we live.
Right.
Okay. And I'm proud of it. And
Okay.
it's good, lean protein. And it's delicious if it's prepared correctly. And by the way, my wife can fix a reindeer about 1,000 ways.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She can make a reindeer pizza that you'll swear. You'll go, what? Is that not pepperoni?
Really?
No, it's not. It's reindeer.
Okay.
And it's delicious.
Wow, so cool. That's amazing. It's nice to know that you like Italian food as well as
Love Italian
fighters.
food. That's the thing I miss the most.
Yeah.
Pasta.
Oh yeah, pasta.
Pasta and
yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
It's bread and pasta.
Yeah, the carbs are really, really hard.
Tough.
So do you think about CrossFit and Christmas the same amount, or are they sort of almost one and the same at this point?
Yeah, I think now my fitness journey has merged with my Christmas journey.
Right, because
In a
I guess
beautiful way.
when you're delivering presents, that's just a form of CrossFit,
It's
right?
really just a form of CrossFit.
Yeah.
And, I'm now getting into parkour as well.
Really?
Yeah. I spend a lot of time on roofs.
Right.
And I realized, I could do this now that I've gotten a little more fit. And so I'm doing parkour as well.
So you're like just bounding up people's apartment buildings, everything.
I had Assassin's Creed 2 inspired me.
Oh, the video game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played that to death. And I absolutely was like, God, look how cool that is.
Okay.
I wish I could do that. Well, now I can. If there's a line of beautiful snow-covered roofs, I leave the reindeer and the sleigh on one of them, and I'm just hopping between houses.
just bound between houses.
I'm bounding around. I'm flipping.
Oh, you do flips?
Sure. I'll do no-hand cartwheels.
Oh, wow.
Right over it. Yeah, that's
Between
right.
houses.
Run right up the side of a wall.
I can see that in my mind, slow motion.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got videos. You can see my.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got a drone so I can video myself.
Okay, so you're now filming yourself.
Yeah, it's got a
CrossFitting,
GoPro on it.
parkouring. That's amazing.
Yep.
That's really great. Okay, have you ever had a dream about CrossFit?
Yes, absolutely. It was kind of a nightmare.
Okay.
Dream, as sort of combination.
Okay.
I dreamed that I had awoken where I was born inside the center of a glacier. So that's
Wow,
home.
okay.
That's home to me.
This is a long time ago,
Long
back when
ago,
you were
before I had taken any kind of human form.
You were just a ball of
I was
energy
a
and
part
thought?
of the spirit of the ice.
Okay.
And I was there, just slowly moving along, crushing the earth beneath me, just having a very nice, warm kind of a dream, like when you dream you're a kid.
Yeah.
And then
Amniotic.
I suddenly felt fat, like a fat glacier. And all the old shame feelings were back. And I just, in my dream, I had total consciousness at that moment. And I said, wake up, Chris. Wake up.
Okay.
Wake up. And get out there and do some box jumps.
Like in your mind, you
in
said
my
that?
mind, I did that. And I woke up doing box jumps.
In your bed or in the box?
In my bed.
You're in the bed.
Yeah.
Doing what now?
Box jumps. This is where you jump from a flat-footed position up a fairly tall box to the top of a box.
Okay. Next, how obsessed are you question. When someone walks into your home, are they able to tell you're obsessed with CrossFit? Or is it all out there?
Only if they look around at the framed pictures of me working out.
Okay, so you have pictures of yourself now in your main house, not in the box.
It's in my main house. I admit it. First
Okay.
of all, I'm a photography junkie and a
Right.
gadget junkie. So
Got the
I
iPad and the
rigged
drone.
the whole box with these remote-triggered cameras.
Okay.
HD video and still cameras, and I'm able to just catch myself in action.
Okay.
And whoever else is working out there after they've signed a NDA, and I'm able to get these photographs, and I just tool around with them on Photoshop. I love spending some hours noodling on Photoshop.
So you make them look even more impressive.
So cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so cool. Or I'll take myself doing some cool exercise like just a deadlift or something, and instead of the barbell, maybe I'm lifting, Ava Gabor or something.
Okay.
Just a comedy.
Okay, just for fun, for
fun.
shtick. Okay.
Yeah, I
So-
like to mess around with pictures, make memes.
Okay, so it might be hard for people to tell that you're doing CrossFit. Have you had, I don't know if you have people come over to your home. Have you had somebody come over to your home and realize these aren't just funny pictures?
Well,
Santa's into CrossFit.
A better question is who's not coming to my house now?
Oh, really?
I had my old pre-CrossFit friends, and it's because of, my passion for fitness.
Yeah.
Now, I have to drop some of these people.
Okay,
just
they
because you
were-
have to kind of cut off the drinkers and the eaters and the negative people.
Right.
out
I
of
imagine
your
there's
life.
some people who just want Santa to be the way they have.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have some
they
preconceived
liked me.
thoughts.
They liked me fat and sad. That made them okay.
Okay.
And so I can't have a few people over like that. Matt Damon doesn't come over
Okay, he's out.
anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sad. I miss him. I miss you, Matt.
So when somebody does come over now,
Yeah.
they can tell.
They
If
can
they're
absolutely
got eagle
tell.
eyes. They can
Well,
see.
first of all, I wear a lot tighter clothes at home.
Okay.
Now because I'm showing off the goods.
Right.
And so I think you can tell just by watching me
Right.
move. I have a panther-like agility.
Oh, really?
Litheness to me now.
Okay, just the way you glide across the floor. People are
yeah.
like, holy shit, he's
Believe
doing
me, I
CrossFit.
get looks. I get looks from the ladies and the fellas.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not myself sexually attracted to humans in any way, nor
okay.
could I consummate that in any way that would be understood as sex.
Okay, because this gets into magic and, and energy.
But
Okay, this is a
they get an
perfect-
eyeful and they know what's good.
Yes, absolutely. This is a perfect segue to the next question.
Good.
I don't know if you can have children, if you do have children, but if you ever had a child, if you and Mrs. Claus had a child, would you name it CrossFit?
Would I name it CrossFit?
Would you name a child CrossFit?
Maybe as a nickname.
Okay.
I might name him Chris.
Okay.
Kriss. And then his middle name could be Fit.
So he'd be ChrisFit?
Chris Fit Claus.
ChrisFit Claus? I think
Yeah.
that works on like at least 3 levels.
Sure.
A minimum of 3
That's
levels.
the only way I operate.
Okay. Do
Just to
you,
work on 3 levels or more at a time.
do you have children? Can you have children?
I have children. I have offspring.
Okay.
I have emergencies.
Emergencies.
Yes.
And are they corporeal?
Yes, some of them. Some of them are also parts of geography.
Oh, really?
A tree or a butte.
Okay, so in a moment of ecstasy or joy,
In a
you
moment of
will
ecstasy,
create a tree?
a moment of love, or a moment of oneness with the All Force. I might take a piece of myself and remove it from myself and either make a person or an animal or a tree or a river.
Okay. Have you ever made a tree while doing CrossFit?
So many times.
Okay, that's really good to know. I will look at trees differently
I
now.
bet you will.
If you heard someone say an incorrect fact about CrossFit, would you correct them? And now, obviously, I assume you can choose
I hate to be
hear
a
anybody.
jerk, but get it right or shut your pie hole. That's kind of how I feel. I'm sorry, I came right from the box here, and I'm a little jacked up.
I understand.
I don't usually get so aggro.
No,
but,
I appreciate your
But I
honesty.
mean, like, if you don't know what you're talking about, maybe zip it.
Yeah, well, and it's dangerous if somebody has
Sure.
incomplete knowledge about something like CrossFit. They
You
could
can get hurt.
tear a scapula.
You could tear a scapula. You could snap your neck off.
Really?
Just the neck.
Yeah.
The head and the body would separate, and then the neck would come out.
Okay, I don't know if you. I don't know. It's total Mortal Kombat, creepy stuff. I don't know if you can tell me about how your sentient view of people works. Like you, obviously, you know what we're thinking. You can know what we're thinking.
I can.
Do you ever just monitor the world to see if anyone is saying something incorrect about CrossFit?
I'd be lying if I said no. I mean, just think for a second, if you were someone that had the ability to do that, you tune in.
You tune in.
But you know what happens is the noise becomes so overpowering.
Okay.
That you long for silence. You long to be alone with your thoughts.
In the box.
In the box.
Okay.
That's another thing about CrossFit. Really, that is one of the core of my joys, is when it's just me and a kettlebell, alone in the box at about 2 a.m, heavy metal playing as loud as it can. I love Anthrax. I love old school metal. I love Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Pantera.
How do you feel about Guns N' Roses?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Hard pass. I think it's the end of good metal.
Okay.
Yeah. Was
Fair
that
enough.
phase.
Fair enough.
And I'll be in there, and just for a moment, as I'm into about my 70th rep, I'll feel a silence come over me that I rarely have felt in my life. And it is a great moment of peace for me.
Okay.
It is.
Because you're listening to Anthrax.
Well, to answer your question, I read people's thoughts constantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
If one of your reindeer hated CrossFit, would you kick them off your team? Now, I know I've now learned that they're animals who are mostly imbued with your magic. But mostly,
they're just deer.
They're just deer.
So I wouldn't know, really. I mean, I'm going to tell you something about reading a reindeer. You know what happens when you read a reindeer's mind?
No.
There's 2 thoughts. Poop, feed.
Okay.
Poop, feed, and then occasionally have sex.
Okay.
That's it. These are not bright creatures. I don't know if they know anything.
I will change my question then, too.
Please.
If one of the elves developed an attitude about CrossFit and it was talking smack about CrossFit,
Well,
would you
it
kick
would
him out?
be a bit tough. I mean, I don't want to force anyone in the company into my passion.
Right.
But I strongly suggest that if you to them that if you want to move up in the company, that I'll be straight up. I want to see your fitness attitude.
Okay.
As well as your Christmas attitude.
Okay, so you got to be good at Christmas.
You got to be
good
great
at CrossFit.
Christmas. You got to be the best at Christmas. You got to be really care about your body, and you've got to really care about your fitness and your agility, and you've got to have a competitive attitude.
Right.
You want to
fight
move
for
up
it
in Christmas. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But I don't know that I would fire anybody. I don't know if I could legally fire them for not being into CrossFit.
Okay. But you want everyone to be healthy
They also, as
and
I said,
happy.
have a union, so it's,
They have a union. Okay, fair
wanna
enough.
get gnarled in
right,
that.
Right. So you want them to be healthy and happy. So you want them to
Healthy,
like CrossFit up to that
happy,
point.
Focused, ready to
Okay.
rage.
Ready to rage. Speaking of rage,
Yes.
if there was a large bear blocking you from entering the box,
Okay, it's
would you?
happened.
Oh, it has. Well, yeah, I guess at the North Pole it would. Would you do battle with the bear? Did you do battle with the bear to get into the box so you could do CrossFit?
Yeah.
Did you consider it just a part of the CrossFit that night?
I actually turned it into the workout of the day.
Okay.
For the elves.
Okay.
I brought the bear in there. I shut the door. I locked him in the dark with that bear. And I said, hit your numbers, guys.
Okay.
And we lost some guys that day.
The bear took out some elves.
Oh, they're elves.
Yeah.
I don't care how fit they are. That's a full bear.
Okay, so this is like one of the
Just like a large polar bear.
but like did
The
it
largest
have
bear on Earth.
like the ones from the Coke ads, like yourself?
They ain't like the Coke ads.
Yeah,
This thing
okay.
will eat your face.
Okay, and it actually ended the journeys on this mortal plane of
their
some elves.
CrossFit journeys ended in the belly of a polar bear.
So the bear ate the elves.
I assume so. He certainly shredded their bodies.
No,
That was a mistake. I'm not gonna lie. That was a mistake.
was that a union issue?
Things were dealt with in, legally.
Okay.
We settled
Okay.
that, and it was sad. I mean, those were some of my friends.
Okay, well, I guess
I regret it.
I usually try to ask these people this question because they're not gods, and a bear blocking them is a problem. Is there any sort of powerful force to you that would be scary to you that could block you from CrossFit?
Well, not a bear.
Can Easter Bunny step to you? Or
No.
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 Okay.
No. He wouldn't either.
He wouldn't.
If he tried it, I think he'd find himself on the business end of these two cookies right here, and I'm showing my fists.
He is.
For the people that can't see this on
He
the
is.
podcast. What could stop me from CrossFit? I would say there's two things that can stop me. The day after Christmas.
Right,
because
Boxing Day.
That's Boxing Day. That's not, I don't do it, but I got to monitor it.
Right.
And it's a busy, the day after Christmas.
You're exhausted.
I'm tired. People
you're
are opening
still-
up presents in Canada and England. and the former British colonies. And I guess some pretentious people in America, too. Lots of people. By the way, Boxing Day in Brooklyn, huge.
Oh, really?
Oh, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people down there doing it. And
Okay.
really,
So ironically, on Boxing Day, you can't go into the box.
I can't go into the box.
Okay.
I like you, Joseph.
Oh, thank you.
I'll tell you something. If you're interested in working in the Christmas or the Christmas
Oh, wow.
industries, give me a call.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
don't call me. I can't
No.
give you my number.
No.
of course.
I'll email you again because I know it
Yeah.
goes through the channels
Email
and then
me,
it gets
and then
to
my
you.
HR guy will reach out.
Yeah, and I'll follow you on Snapchat for sure.
Follow me on Snapchat, and
so-
I'll follow you back.
Oh, thank you. You
Yeah.
said there are two things. Is Boxing Day?
Yeah.
What's the other thing that can stop you?
Probably, I guess, the sentient dark void of evil that is at all times among us and inside of us,
Okay.
and which is bent on the total elimination of life and joy.
If that was all outside of the box.
Yeah, I'd probably take a pass.
You'd okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
you have enough to deal with.
Yeah, I'd get a massage or something.
Right. Sentient evil is
That
standing on your
void
lawn.
right there is, if that's standing there, maybe you work
okay.
out that night.
Give it a pass. Okay.
Yeah, come back in the evening.
This is the final how obsessed are you question. I asked this
Okay.
of all of my guests. It's weird. If you couldn't do CrossFit without you or someone you love first being punched in the crotch, would you still do CrossFit?
Yes.
Okay. Would
I'm
you?
sorry to say yes.
Is it fair to say that you love everyone in the world since you bring us all
I
presents?
love them. I love even the naughty children.
You even love the naughty children.
I
You
love
still
my
love
wife.
Yeah.
I love all my elves. I love all my fellow holiday demigods.
Okay.
I love everyone. I am love.
So you have the
But-
whole world to choose from.
But if they're going to stop me from getting in there and getting on my workout of the day, you're going to get a real nut punch.
Okay, you're gonna get a little
under
crotch
your
surprise.
rules, under your rules.
Okay. So you would not take the punch yourself. You would give it to someone in the world you loved. Because the
Well, I
question
guess
is,
I would take it if I had to, but I worry about getting a groin injury just before working out.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, what if it was a part of the cool down? Like you've really done a lot of
You
exercise.
Don't understand cool down.
I probably don't.
That's okay.
Okay, so that's not a good place to put it. What if it was in the
that
middle?
wouldn't make sense.
What if it was in the middle when you were at your most challenged, where you just feel like I can lift anything, I can slam anything, I can flip any table,
I
any
like
tire.
it. I like it.
And
I
then
like the
just
extra
wham.
I like that idea.
And you're
a
like,
random
"Rah."
nut punch in the middle of the most difficult part of the workout.
It fits the kind
like
of CrossFit brand, I
yeah,
think. doesn't it?
I might steal that.
Okay, you might add it to your
Absolutely.
your Christmas themed
Yeah,
CrossFit.
and not tell anybody about it at all, and just do it.
Excellent. I asked people to make a noise to sum up their obsession. Can you make a noise to sum up your obsession with CrossFit?
Yes. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Christmas.
That's great.
Yes.
I have been rating people's obsessions
Okay.
on a scale of 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Just to give it a flavor, I'll say 7 tires. 7 tires is the most obsessed you
I
can
like
be.
it. Or
'cause it's
sleighs.
CrossFit.
7 sleighs.
7 sleighs, because yeah, you don't do the tires, you do the sleighs. So 7 sleighs. I'm gonna go that you are like a 5.6
Wow.
obsessed.
I
Like-
would have thought I was more obsessed than what rate have you ever given a 7?
I have never given a 7.
Have you ever given a 6?
I have given a 6, but here's my thing.
Okay.
Now you are clearly
I'm close to 6.
you're almost a 6. The
Right.
reason I dialed you back a little bit from a 6, maybe I'll go up to a 5.8.
Okay.
I dialed you back because Christmas is always going to be your biggest thing, right? And
gotta be.
even though you love CrossFit, you
It's
found
the reason for the season.
right. You found a reason
Yeah, TM.
to incorporate it into Christmas.
Yes. I get it. That's fair.
And you clearly have lots of other interests. You're into tech. You
love
love
Mac.
Photoshop. You're into
Love
memes.
Photoshop. I love a meme. I love Russian, Italian fighting movies.
Yeah, you've got a lot of friends. So
Yeah.
you've got a very full and rich life. You've got this whole business side of your persona that you need to
Yep.
deal with. And clearly, it's like Christmas first, then CrossFit.
then those things, and then my wife.
And
somewhere.
then your wife.
Then my wife. I love her to death.
Well, that's nice.
I love her to death.
That's
I love her until I reabsorb her back into my consciousness.
Do you have plans to do that?
No, but she knows it could happen at any moment.
Okay.
And that's the strength of any good marriage.
That one partner can absorb the partner back into their body?
Yes.
I think that, yeah, I mean, in a metaphysical, I mean, it's literally true for you.
In my case, it's literally true, and it really, it just makes for happy homemaking.
Santa, is there anything that you want to plug?
Yes. Well, I do have Ripped with Santa, which I think people will enjoy. We're hoping to put that out on as free exercise videos online, and then of course we'll go behind a paywall once the suckers start coming in.
Right.
I'm kidding, of course, but we will have a paywall.
It will be freemium. Yeah.
It will be freemium.
Okay.
And I also am doing a podcast, a Mac podcast.
Oh, really?
Unboxing podcast, video podcast, where I unbox new Mac products.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's great.
I just unboxed the AirPods.
Okay.
I get them in advance, and I sort of talk about them and review tech things.
Okay. Do you review the actual quality of the product? Because I mean, it's just you can't. So you take them out of the box, but then you turn them on and you do.
Yeah. So
you
know,
take them for a test drive.
It's like porn, where you're just watching someone unbox something you'd like to have.
Oh, okay.
And then I talk a little bit about the thing. It takes about 12 minutes.
Okay. Cool. And people can follow you on Snapchat.
You can follow me on Snapchat.
All right.
And yeah, just follow me on social all the way through. And of course, I've got Christmas coming up.
Right, that's the big
it's
thing.
right around the corner, so I don't need to plug that, but it's coming, and I think it'll be as good, if not better, than ever.
Right, and you're going to be in good shape.
The best.
You're going to be in the best shape.
I can't wait.
Competitively.
I'm
Cool.
trying to see if I can finish it earlier.
Christmas?
In the evening. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You mean just like
Yeah, get the whole thing done in about 3 hours. That's the
really?
goal. Yeah,
Really?
that's what I did when I was young, and I had two goals. I wanted to get back into my pants from when I was 2,000 years old.
Okay.
And then I did that.
Right.
Thank you. And I would like to get Christmas back down to a 3 or 4 hour event.
Just real quick. Still with
Worldwide.
parkour and
Yes.
drones, but quick.
But quick.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Here are some quick plugs for the podcast
Great.
before our final questions. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram is @Joseph Scrimshaw. You can follow Obsessed Podcast on Twitter is @Obsessed Podcast. For info on my upcoming shows, you can check out my website at josephscrimshaw.com. I have a New Year's Eve show coming up on New Year's Eve, so it makes sense. It is called 2017 A New Hope, and it is at Nerd Melt Showroom, so check that out. There are two ways to support Obsessed. You can back us on Patreon and get exclusive bonus episodes every month. For full info on that, go to patreon.com/Joseph Scrimshaw, or you can give money to all the podcasts on the Feral Audio Podcast Network by shopping through our portal. Just go to feralaudio.com, click the Shop on Amazon button, and some of the money will go to supporting Feral Audio. Now, if people are going to go to Amazon, is there anything that you recommend buying? You know products really well.
I think if you're going to Amazon, I kind of like some of the cool mini video projectors.
Video projectors.
Yes,
Okay,
they're
cool.
getting really small and really high-powered, high resolution.
And you can just put them on your wall, just project them on your wall?
And anything Lego.
Well, anywhere.
Anything Lego is fantastic.
Oh, anything Lego.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All
Cool.
the new Rogue One
The Rogue One Lego.
Lego
the,
stuff is
the U-Wing.
really cool. The
All right.
U-Wing, very, very cool. They got an AT-AT you
Nice.
can build. It's very nice.
Nice. Okay, so here are the final
Those
questions.
are popular. That's Spanish for popular. I speak over 9 million languages.
You are a god of
Dead
the world.
and alive.
Yeah. You speak dead languages?
I do.
Yeah, of course you do,
Yes,
I guess. Yeah.
Of course.
That's really cool.
Dead languages of sound and dance.
Oh, a language of sound and dance.
Yes.
Okay.
From the ancient times.
I'm going to have to have you back on.
The language of the trees. The language of the snow and the ice and the wind.
So trees speak? So
Oh my God. Some of them are real chatterboxes.
So when you rip out a tree, because you've become so passionate doing CrossFit, can you speak to your offspring?
I can say this. I'm very sorry. In tree language, but it doesn't matter because they're dead.
Okay. Fair enough. Anyway, final questions. Here we go. If everyone in the world got together to give you a present, what would you like the most?
I would love a new pair of CrossFit shoes.
Okay.
And I would love some of these yoga tune-up balls.
Yoga tune-up balls.
Yes, they're very good for working out sore, knotty muscles.
Oh, yeah,
after a
okay.
workout.
Nice.
Those would be nice. I mean, I've got everything I
Yeah.
could possibly want. I've got it's hard to buy for me, if you
Yeah.
can imagine.
Absolutely. Well, I really like that
And
you're...
again, anything Mac.
Anything Mac. But I like the idea of the stocking stuffer, of the yoga balls. Is like,
That's
it's
good. That's nice.
It's
It doesn't have to be a
healing.
big
It's
deal.
relaxing.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. So I think everyone, if they can, should get Santa
How
some
about
nice...
a spiralizer to make zucchini pasta? That would be nice too.
Right, because
I
you
love a
want to get
kitchen
back
gadget.
to pasta.
Yeah.
You like the Italian food.
I like it, and it makes a nice low-carb pasta.
Excellent. Next question is what? Well, geez, you just kind of answered this. I was going to ask, what is the
Sorry.
best food to leave out for Santa? Would it be zucchini pasta?
That's a little messy, but you might want to leave. It's Christmas. Maybe you could leave some granola or some nuts.
Okay.
Would be good.
How do you feel about raisins?
Not good at all.
Okay, raisins are the Guns N' Roses of food for you.
Raisins are the Guns N' Roses of food. They are. I'll tell you a little secret for you raisin lovers. They are a direct expression of the dark, sucking black void I mentioned earlier.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Steer
raisins.
clear
Okay, good.
of raisins and their ugly older friends, the prune.
Got it. So just some light snacks, some healthy snacks, granola,
Granola, healthy snacks, kale chips.
kale chips. Okay,
I love a kale chip.
good.
Let's see. Trader Joe's has some good things.
Okay.
See what they've got in their gluten-free area.
Perfect. The final question for everyone on the podcast is, what is happiness?
Happiness is a job well done. It's the look in a child's eyes when he or she opens a present on Christmas morning, a gift that speaks to their soul and which answers every longing that they've ever had in their small little life. But it's also getting an unbelievable clean and jerk and just cleaning up about a 350-pound barbell above your head and popping that thing up and locking out and just feeling the burn all through your body.
That might be the best answer to what is happiness I've ever got, which makes sense from you, Santa Claus. Thank you so much for doing the
My
podcast.
pleasure, Joseph. It's easy for me to take time just days before Christmas, so it was easy to come down. I'm being sarcastic. I'm only kidding. I'm
I
happy to
understand.
be here. Everything's pretty much on auto right now.
Yeah, you got it all locked in.
Yeah,
right?
it's all in the chamber. We're just gotta pull the trigger.
Thank you very much.
All right.
That is our podcast.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Obsessed. Joseph Scrimshaw and his guest shared some stories with the rest. Rate 5 stars if you're impressed.
Ho, ho, ho! Hold your plank! Hold your plank, that's it. Come on, really lock in your core. Let's go. I want to see those glutes tightened up. That's it. You got this. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Come on!